I've had a few comments on some of my videos about how I anglicize Italian words. I do this because most of my audience, you, speak English. But today I'm going to teach you how to say the words properly in Italian. One of my favorite Italian pastries is not a sfogliatella, sfogliatella, sfogliatella. The S and the F make us really quick and light and airy, sfogliatella. And if you haven't had one of these pastries, it's layers and layers of flaky phyllo dough filled with a custardy cream in the center. They're sometimes called aragostine because they look like little lobster claws. And two of my favorite flavors are Nutella, not Nutella, Nutella, or pistachio, not pistachio, pistachio. Gnocchi, 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 gnocchi. This classic Italian pillowy dumpling is traditionally made with potato or ricotta, but I've even made them with pumpkin, and you can make them with a variety of other ingredients. And it's pronounced gnocchi. Next up, my favorite cheese, mozzarella, mozzarella. Anytime you have two consonants together in Italian, you're putting the emphasis on that section of the word. So mozzarella, mozzarella. The classic ingredient for most Roman pasta dishes, guanciale, or guanciale, guanciale. This pork jowl can be a little bit hard to find, so let's move into pancetta, or pancetta. This smoked Italian bacon really adds flavor to any dish that you include it in. But if you can't find guanciale, and don't tell the Italians I said this, you can use pancetta, not pancetta, pancetta. Again, those two consonants at the end, those T's, make the emphasis go on that part of the word, pancetta. And the most classic dish to use guanciale or pancetta is carbonara. Carbonara, not carbonara, carbonara. This Roman classic pasta is made up of eggs, pecorino romano cheese, and guanciale. Carbonara. And if you're looking for a good recipe for carbonara, I've linked mine in the description below. I'm sure many of you have ordered a fettuccine in a restaurant. The proper pronunciation is fettuccine. In Italian, the E at the end makes the S sound, not E, so fettuccine. And another one that you'll see on the menu quite often is, how would you say this word?
Arrabbiata. Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it? Arrabbiata.
Arrabbiata, which means angry or spicy. Arrabbiata, not arrabbiata, arrabbiata. Another amazing cheese, but also an ice cream flavor, stracciatella. Stracciatella, not stracciatella, stracciatella. You really have to roll that R in the stracciatella. And in many of the words in Italian, that R is rolled. Like a cat purring. One of the most common mispronounced Italian words I hear is prosciutto. Okay, what about this one?
Prosciutto.
Or prosciutto, or how you actually say it, prosciutto, prosciutto. See that purring again? Prosciutto. And probably the most common mispronunciation is bruschetta. It's bruschetta. Anytime you see the C and the H together, it makes a hard K sound, bruschetta. Maybe the most important word I'll teach you today is sottoscrivi. Subscribe. If you enjoy my content and you want to know more about Italian cooking, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button down below. Sottoscrivi. Now this is the one I got called out on, maraschino. Maraschino is a really classic cherry that we use in puddings, desserts, drinks, but it's actually pronounced maraschino. Again, the CH makes the K sound, maraschino. And when you're headed off to your favorite Italian restaurant, don't order a risotto, order a risotto, risotto. The S is almost just dancing off of your tongue, risotto. And I must say, I'm quite partial to a risotto al funghi. I've linked my recipe down below. And this one's specifically for my dad, soppressata. He's the king of making soppressata. He does it every year for our whole family and beyond. Soppressata. This spicy cured sausage is a must on any Italian platter. Soppressata. And soppressata is a kind of salsiccia. Sausage, salsiccia. And while we're on meats, we might as well talk about capocollo. Not capocollo, not gabagol. Capocollo, capocollo. And one more for the meat eaters, mortadella. mortadella. My favorite kind has pistachio right inside. And that classic Italian salad that everyone loves is caprese. Caprese. Not caprese, not caprese, caprese. Mr. Editor, how would you pronounce this?
So I'd pronounce this aglio e olio.
This is one of the easiest pasta dishes you'll ever make, but it's not that easy to pronounce. This garlicky pasta is called aglio. Aglio. It means garlic and oil. Aglio. And last but not least, a Christmas classic, panettone. 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 Not panettone, not panettone, panettone. Panettone. If you enjoyed this video, but you think maybe I missed out on a word or two, drop them down in the comments below. And if this video does well, I might make another one. I've also linked most of my recipes for the words that I've listed in the description below. So make sure you check them out if you're looking for great Italian food recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Buon Natale e buon anno!